The white flag is raised, and they're off. 17 fences to jump in the Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup, and the leader is Cloudy Bays with Be My Bell. The two race on to the first fence, over the first, and having a real battle already in the early stages for the lead. And Cloudy Bays now looks as if it's going to win the early exchanges and take over as they come towards the second, the regulation. Cloudy Bays from Be My Bell, and they've already gone some way clear of Harbour Pilot, Rinkaree, Florida Pearl, Le Coudray and Alexander Banquet. On to fence number 3 now, and they're going quite a good pace in the early stages as Cloudy Bays takes over now and leads by 4 to 5 lengths for Ross Geraghty to Be My Bell and Timmy Murphy in second. And there's a clear break to Harbour Pilot, Paul Carberry, then Rinkaree fourth for Ruby Walsh as Cloudy Bays goes over the next. In the lead from Be My Bell, a break of 7 lengths or so to Harbour Pilot. Then comes Florida Pearl, Rinkaree, Le Coudray and Alexander Banquet as they head towards the 5th fence, the second regulation. Cloudy Bays from Be My Bell, a break to Harbour Pilot. In 4th place is Florida Pearl, Le Coudray, Rinkaree and Alexander Banquet. Cloudy Bays took a good stab at that second regulation, but still leads a couple of lengths to Be My Bell as they come to number 6, taking them towards the straight. And Cloudy Bays, a mistake there. Very slow on the approach, but still leads Be My Bell. The others have closed up. Harbour Pilot and Florida Pearl, a 3-time winner of the race in 4th. Le Coudray, second to best mate, Rinkaree. Second to Jeu de Cochet last time, and Alexander Banquet, previous winner. Back on the inside as the 7 runners make their way to the fence. That'll be the last one next time. And Cloudy Bays, after a couple of hairy jumps of the previous 2 fences, comes to the 7th and is over in the lead from Be My Bell, Harbour Pilot, Florida Pearl, Le Coudray, Alexander Banquet and Rinkaree. Up past the stands they come now. And Cloudy Bays and Ross Geraghty lead. Harbour Pilot has made ground up on the outside to be just a length off the leader for Paul Carberry. Be My Bell, Timmy Murphy, then Florida Pearl and Richard Johnson. Break of 3 to 4 lengths to Le Coudray, Barry Geraghty, and then Rinkaree, Ruby Walsh, followed by Alexander Banquet and David Casey, just the back marker of the 7 as they head on away from the stands and go towards the next fence, which is the 8th. And taking them up towards the halfway point with Cloudy Bays from Harbour Pilot on the outside, Be My Bell, followed by Florida Pearl, and then comes Le Coudray, Rinkaree and Alexander Banquet. Taking them on now towards the 9th, and Cloudy Bays from Harbour Pilot. In 3rd place, Be My Bell, 4 is Florida Pearl. Then comes Le Coudray, Rinkaree, and Alexander Banquet, the back marker of the 7, as they near the turn to take them up to the 10 furlong mark. Shortly they'll be facing the first down the back straight, which will be 8 fences from the finish. And Cloudy Bays is now leading by 2.5 lengths to Harbour Pilot, just a neck to Be My Bell. On their heels is the old veteran Florida Pearl, running a big race there in 4th, ahead of Rinkaree and Le Coudray, who are just in behind, and they've gone away from Alexander Banquet as Cloudy Bays. Be My Bell back in the centre from Harbour Pilot, being followed by Florida Pearl, Le Coudray and Rinkaree, and detached now is Alexander Banquet as they head towards the next, just over a mile left to go. And it is Cloudy Bays, the leader from Harbour Pilot. Florida Pearl jumping up on the inside. Be My Bell has dropped back. Le Coudray tracks them 4. Rinkaree on the outside as they go now to the second last regulation. 6 left to jump now in the Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup. Cloudy Bays from Florida Pearl, Harbour Pilot. Le Coudray has jumped up on their heels in 4th. Rinkaree is next, and then comes Be My Bell, cleared of Alexander Banquet. 5 from home, Cloudy Bays, Harbour Pilot, Florida Pearl, Le Coudray in 4th, Rinkaree 5, and Cloudy Bays now from Harbour Pilot, Florida Pearl joining in between horses. 3 in line, 2 lengths to Le Coudray, 2.5 then to Rinkaree. Rinkaree. 4 left to jump now, and it's old Florida Pearl who hits the front. From on the outside, Harbour Pilot. Le Coudray moves into third. Cloudy Bays now has run out of steam, has dropped back in fourth, and then a break to Rinkaree. They're going to the final regulation now. Harbour Pilot just back in front of Florida Pearl, a few lengths to Le Coudray. At the third last, Florida Pearl from Harbour Pilot. Le Coudray is third, in fourth Cloudy Bays, and then Rinkaree. But as they turn and race towards the second last, it is Florida Pearl and Richard Johnson, Harbour Pilot, Paul Carberry, a few lengths to Le Coudray and Barry Geraghty as they jump the second. Now Harbour Pilot has hit it very hard, and Paul Carberry is shot out of the saddle. And now it's the veteran Florida Pearl and Richard Johnson race round the home turn. 6 lengths in front of Le Coudray as they turn in a previous 3-time winner of the Hennessy Gold Cup. Florida Pearl in the colours of Mrs. Violet O'Leary leads. Le Coudray, Rinkaree is trying to get back into it, but Florida Pearl is preceded by the riderless Harbour Pilot. The final fence, Florida Pearl, Harbour Pilot runs him right across the fence, but he's still nicely clear as they race inside the last 200 yards. It is still in front, Florida Pearl. Le Coudray is wearing into the lead. They got 100 yards to go. Florida Pearl is all out. Le Coudray is lunging late as they go towards the line. It's the familiar look to the Hennessy Gold Cup. Number 4 for Florida Pearl, who wins the Hennessy, for Willie Mullins, Violet O'Leary and Richard Johnson. Le Coudray, Rinkaree and Alexander Banquet is fourth.